Welcome to W&L Sports Weekly. I'm Jeremy Franklin. This week we'll speak with men's tennis coach David Detwiler, men's track and field coach Brandon Yule, and women's golfer Liza Freed. But first, a quick look back at the weekend in Washington and Lee athletics. At the NCAA Division III Championship in Texas, women's swimming placed 7th overall, marking the program's highest ever finish. The Generals claimed 9 All-America honors and set 8 school records at the meet. Women's lacrosse scored an 18-3 road win over 5th-ranked Catholic. Men's lacrosse improved to 2-0 in the ODAC by downing Virginia Wesleyan 20-5. Men's and women's track and field opened the outdoor season by combining for 9 event wins at the W&L Carnival. Baseball swept another ODAC doubleheader, picking up 9-1 and 6-5 victories over Virginia Wesleyan, and then W&L beat Alfred State 9-1 in a non-conference matchup. Men's golf finished 7th out of 29 schools at the Jekyll Island Invitational, while the women came in 8th in a 23-team field. And both tennis teams split a pair of matches against nationally ranked opponents. The women fell 7-2 to second-ranked Williams and defeated number 22 Skidmore by the same score, while the men dropped an 8-1 decision to number 21 Mary Washington before rebounding to beat 28th-ranked Christopher Newport 5-4. Here with me in the studio is men's tennis coach David Detwiler. David, welcome back to the show.
Thank you, Jeremy. It's great to be here.
Generals have entered a tough portion of the schedule. You had the loss to Mary Washington. Before that, you played a Division I power in Virginia. How pleased were you with the way the team rebounded to beat CNU on Sunday?
Very pleased with the team. I felt like on Saturday, we just really didn't show up to play. And then Sunday, as our team captain, Jordan Krasner, said, we showed up to play today, coach. And so it was a really nice performance at the Virginia Beach and Tennis Indoor Club there. So I was pleased.
You have 3 first years in the singles and doubles rotation right now. How are those young players responding to college tennis?
I think they're doing really well. We have tremendous depth in our lineup, thanks to Charlie Kittredge, Thomas Harmon, Mitchell Thomas, and I think that's it. But I'm pleased with the strength of those players and how well they're doing in the lineup and helping us out both in singles and in doubles.
After facing Roanoke next Wednesday, you do not have another match until you go to Emory on April 18th. What's on the agenda for that long layoff between regular season matches?
Well, we'll hit the weight room a little bit. We'll continue our conditioning program, maybe do a few more intervals and things like that. But just prepare for the postseason, get ready for those matches on spring break, and then North Carolina Wesleyan, and then ready for the NCAA championships, we hope.
What are W&L's goals for the postseason?
Well, first of all, win the conference, and then we're really trying to get past that second round of the NCAA tournament. We usually run into Emory or Kenyon or somebody. That's been one of our goals this year.
David, thanks for joining us.
Sure.
Good luck throughout the spring.
Sure. Thank you.
With me now is Liza Freed, junior golfer from Alexandria, Virginia. Liza, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
W&L has competed in 2 events so far in the spring. You finished 6th at Barry's tournament, then 8th in a very competitive field at Jekyll Island. How would you rate the Generals' performances in March?
I think that we've done really well, especially considering the weather that we had at the tournaments. It was very windy, which really doesn't make play any easier. And even though we did have a nice warm February, you know, we're still coming back from 4 months of not competing into competing every other week. So we did really well at Callaway, and then in the last tournament we had kind of a blip in the second day, and then on the third day we had the lowest score for any team, and of course Griffin, one of our freshmen, finally broke into the top 20. It was her first time doing so this whole year, and she shot 76, which was also her first time. That was her career low, sorry. So we've been doing pretty well. Our stats are pretty good. We're putting well, we're hitting fairways, which starts us off on a good foot. So far, I think that we're doing better than expected for these tournaments.
You earned an individual bid to the NCAA championship last year and ended up placing in the top 20. The team, of course, competed at the national tournament in 2015. How have those experiences helped you prepare for your final 2 seasons of golf?
Well, the first year was definitely kind of a shock that we got there. So we were just kind of starstruck and we're like, wow, we're at nationals. And I think that was kind of a wake-up call because we had kind of been, you know, doing really well through all the tournaments, but then we got to nationals and we had this mindset of, oh God, we're at nationals. And going through that first year, I think helped at least me individually, to kind of see every tournament not in light of, oh, what's the playing field like what the prestige is of the tournament, and rather see it as just another opportunity to score well and just do your best. So it's kind of taken the pressure off of any prestige of the tournament, any possible other really good teams that were competing. And personally, I think that it's kind of boosted me, especially last year, to focus more on not necessarily things in practice, but things outside of practice, like working out or taking care of myself through physical therapy, and also like paying more attention to just very fine details instead of just saying, oh, I'm gonna just do this, just have a more concise plan of what I want to do.
W&L has just one more regular season event, the Greensboro Spring Invitational in early April. Because of the schedule, how important is that tournament?
So there's going to be 2 top 15 teams there, and I think that the main thing about this tournament is just another opportunity for us to play well and really prepare for ODACs.
What are the Generals' expectations for the ODAC Championship?
I mean, obviously we want to win it. We want to do our very best. And I think that if we keep up what we did at Jekyll, then we're going to have a very high chance of winning it, and possibly that will lead to us getting an at-large bid, and then we'll go to nationals.
Liza, thanks for joining us. Best of luck through the rest of the year.
Thank you very much.
Joining me now is men's track and field coach Brandon Ewell. Brandon, welcome back to the show.
Glad to be here.
W&L won the ODAC Indoor Championship at the end of February. It marked the program's first conference title since 1989. What does that accomplishment mean to your program?
Well, it's very exciting. I mean, it's been obviously a long time coming. Validation for a lot of hard work for over a lot of years from a lot of people, and just couldn't be more happy for our current student athletes, especially the seniors, a group of seniors, almost 10 of them, that have really shown a great amount of leadership, and just, again, and for all the people that have been through the program over the years. Hopefully it's just a sign of things to come.
How can you carry that success over into the outdoor season?
I don't think we changed much of what we're doing. I mean, we continue to, the process, the day by day, and just, bringing a positive energy, bringing a positive attitude, and managing expectations, managing injuries, and all that is a part of being a W&L student athlete. And I think if we can, handle our business day to day, I think we can put ourselves in position to hopefully compete for an outdoor championship at home.
The Generals won 4 events at the W&L Carnival this past Friday and Saturday. Overall, how did the weekend go for your team?
Very positive start to the outdoor season, especially coming off of the successful indoor season. New throws area up there, and we, cushioned that with good performances. And the weather cooperated on Saturday for the most part, and the performances were positive across the board. Real pleased with how we opened up things, and hopefully we can carry that again into the meet this weekend at Lynchburg.
As you alluded to earlier, the ODAC Outdoor Championship will take place at W&L next month. What are the advantages to hosting the conference meet?
Just brings a special energy. Whenever I've seen it over the years I've been here. Just brings a special energy to our student athletes to be at home. We're going to have a lot of parents here. We're going to have a lot of alum that are talking about coming back. Very familiar with obviously the facility, and just we know we don't host very often, so it just brings a special excitement to all of the student athletes and alum. And the energy level should be high, and on top of, again, being in position to compete for a championship, it should be very exciting, and hopefully the outcome will be a positive one for everybody.
Brandon, thanks for joining us. Best of luck during the outdoor season.
Thanks, Jeremy.
It's time now for a look at the upcoming weekend. 5 W&L squads will play in Lexington on Saturday. Both tennis teams take on Carnegie Mellon, with the men's match starting at 9 and the women's contest slated for the afternoon. Over at Captain Dick Smith Field, baseball will entertain Lynchburg for an ODAC doubleheader. Women's lacrosse meets Virginia Wesleyan, and men's lacrosse plays host to Lynchburg. Elsewhere, track and field will compete at Lynchburg's Jack Toms Invitational, and on Sunday, men's tennis visits Guilford. For W&L Sports Weekly, I'm Jeremy Franklin. Thanks for watching.